Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm trying to film the Paris Sephora haul that I promised you before I start packing and preparing my stuff for my trip to Spain for work. And it's like the Easter weekend, the weather is really nice, and I hope my makeup doesn't look really busted because I applied several hours ago and then I went out to do some chores and meet a friend for coffee and everything, but I didn't touch up. I still think it looks okay, so hopefully you don't mind it. I didn't even have to touch up my lip. I'm wearing Jeffree Androgyny and I am very impressed. Of course I have not eaten anything, but I drank coffee and I think it looks good. It looks like I applied it like a few minutes ago, so I'm happy with that. I have a huge bag here. I made 2 trips to Sephora in Paris, a larger one where I bought a few but quite interesting things, and another one, quick one, to a smaller Sephora store that was near the hotel I was staying, where I also grabbed a couple of more bits, although I went to check for some other stuff and I didn't find them. Before I show you the Sephora stuff, I need to show you something else that I got yesterday. So this is something that I bought in Switzerland. I didn't buy it online. I will have done below the previous haul that I uploaded last week, that it's a Swiss online stores haul where I mostly bought a lot of Korean cosmetics and also some Jeffree Star things that I'm wearing. But this I bought in store. I bought it just yesterday. I thought that I will get it with me to my trip to Valencia, and this is a repurchase, and it's something that I just recently reviewed on the blog and I really like it, and I just want to mention it, and I will put the link down below because this is one of my favorite, if I can say, blog posts that I have ever written, because I discuss nearly everything you might have asked about vitamin C. So this is the Fresh Pressed System by Clinique. It's just a weekly worth of morning face wash and the vitamin C booster. It comes like that, and it comes with 7 monodoses for a cleanser, and this booster that it's good for 7 days after you activate it. And I thought that I will get it with me in Valencia. I will use it there and then finish it up here. I have a very extensive review for that, so I will put the link down below. And they also gave me a sample of this. This is the Clinique Pep Start Eye Cream, and I have never tried this. And I think it's a really good size for traveling, so I think that I will just take it with me together with the Fresh Press system, and I will use it up in my trip. I know that you want to learn more about this. I just wanted to show you this, and there are a lot of things to discuss about it, so really check that blog post. And I will continue with all the Sephora stuff because I have quite a few interesting things to show you. I just need to organize them a bit better. Well, if I look at them like this, they don't look as much as I thought, but the money I spent on this shopping treat, it's quite substantial. So I will start with some staples, and I mean I have one staple actually, and I have a lot of newer stuff. And this is by Urban Decay. It's the only thing that I got by Urban Decay, and it's the all-nighter long-lasting makeup setting spray. I think this is a new packaging as I see it, and of course I can buy this also here, but yes, this is a new packaging. I really like it. But I was out of it, and I thought since I was there and it was just in front of me, and since everything is much cheaper for me in France than in Switzerland, I will get it. I love this. This is my favorite makeup setting spray for everything that I have tried so far. I am also trying some from different brands. I'm also trying some budget friendly ones. Not that this is like the most expensive thing ever, but it is a high-end setting spray, I would say. But I'm trying one from Gerard Cosmetics and from some other brands, and they're okay, they work for me, but I love the all-nighter so much. I have tried this and another version that I cannot now remember which one, but this is certainly my favorite one, so of course I got it again. And I got this. I'm not so much into powders. You can say that, you can say, yes, Mirona, we can see it because you're shiny all the time. I like the glow. I like the glow. I don't want the matte result on my face. I don't powder all the time, and I will just use some setting powder to set mainly my concealer, but that's it. And I heard a lot of good things about it. So from Sephora, from the Sephora line, I got the Beauty Amplifier Smoothing and Brightening Powder. And this I used because I didn't have any powder with me on my trip, so it's the only product that I'm showing you that I used. I also like the packaging. I don't mind that it doesn't have a mirror. I never travel without a mirror. I also always have a mirror in my handbag, so I don't understand why everyone wants every single product to come with a mirror. For me, that would be a waste. So I got the colorless one. This comes with 8 grams of product, and it looks white like this, and I used it and I was happy with it, and I think that I want to try it a bit more. I only use it once and see how it works for me, if it's really smoothing. And I think that I prefer powders like that than the color ones, that they will just cake up on your face and your makeup. So I was intrigued to use it. I bought only one thing from Kat Von D because I didn't see anything new, and I bought everything I wanted last time, so I only bought one lipstick, and it's of course from the Everlasting Liquid lipsticks. And I bought a shade that I could not find in the store in Champs-Élysées, and it was in stock in the smaller Sephora, and it's the Aissa shade, and it's this lilac purple. I think it will be really nice for two-toned lips. I mean, I love lilac. It's not perfect to make the teeth. It makes the teeth really look yellow, this kind of shades, but I think it will be really nice in the center of the lip together with the two or one of the two purple shades that I have from Kat Von D, and in general it's such a nice color, so I wanted to try it. I will not swatch most of the things because otherwise this video will be huge, but I will try to swatch some of them and enter them as pictures at some point, so I hope that this will help you out if you want to get an impression. So this is Aissa, and I will actually swatch this together with a couple of things that I got from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I got 3 shades. I have space for 4 more shades if I want to make a small, or 5. I don't remember how many I have. I think I got 5 Anastasia Beverly Hills singles from my last Sephora haul from Paris. That was last month. I will have the link down below for that. I think I'm not planning to go to Paris for more than half a year now, so it's okay that I went a bit overboard. But I got 3 more shades. I got Electro, and this is, it looks like a purple matte. It's certainly not a matte. This is a very iridescent, almost duochrome shade, and it's really impressive if you swatch it. So I will swatch this together with Aissa, and I will enter a picture so that you can see how they look. Of course I got the green shade. I got emerald because I love emerald greens, and this looked very impressive. I think this is also not a matte. And the last one I got, again not a matte, I got Glisten. I think this would be a very beautiful all over the eye shade, and it's certainly a very shiny shade, So I think that this would be really nice together with all the mainly matte shades that I bought in my last trip. And I think that maybe I can even get this little palette with me only in Valencia. I will see. I will now insert a photo here. So that's how they look. And I also went to the NARS counter, of course, and I got this one. I love NARS cheek palettes. I know that people don't like cheek palettes. I have 3 of them, of the NARS ones. I think that NARS blushes are maybe my favorite blushes. They look wonderful. I'm wearing one of them today from a Christmas cheek palette. I think they're gorgeous. I'm wearing a blushy highlighter shade in my eyes together with a Jeffree Star palette. I just love them so much. The quality is just amazing. And they had 2 versions of this unfiltered cheek palette. Or at least this, yes, this is the unfiltered one, and there was also the unfiltered 2. I love the packaging and I love the palette. The packaging is just so gorgeous, and I still have the protector on, but it's just I mean, the protector is just colorless. This is the color of the actual packaging. I will take it off later, and it comes with 6 shades. Are you a narcissist? Yes, of course. All women are. A huge mirror. For something like that, it's nice. It's a nice mirror. You can use it to put your makeup on, and the shades are quite dark. So I can understand that for a fair person, this color palette can look a bit intimidating. The unfiltered 2 had much lighter and pinky shades, but I have a lot of light pinky base shades from NARS, and I wanted this color, this red color. This is a permanent one. It's called Exhibit A, and I want it since long, and something happens always and I don't get it, and then I just thought that having it in a palette it's even better. And then I have this one. This is called Sick. Oh my god, this kind of matte dark purpley mauve shades are my favorite thing in the world. This is called Out There, and it's like a brownish. I don't know if you can even use that as a bronzer. I would say no, because there is some pink in it, but it's an interesting blush. And these are all matte, and the other ones are shimmer. So this is Takeover, Me First, and Watch Me. So Watch Me is a highlighter. I don't know if it's really light enough. It looks very yellow based, but I think it should be light enough. And I like the fact that they put also a highlighting shade. This could be more bronzy shade, and this is like a peachy shimmery blush. I will quickly check and let you know which of these are permanent and which are special for the palette. Okay, to be completely honest, I did not find any of these shades except from Exhibit A on the website. So I don't know if they're all new or limited edition, but I think it's very interesting. While I was searching, I saw some overall very good reviews for this palette, but I saw some people saying that they were disappointed from their palettes, although most were really highly praising, because they could not take product on the brush. So that happens sometimes when, especially in palettes, the products are very strongly pressed. So in that case, if you go with a very fluffy brush, sometimes that we tend to do for blushes, it doesn't take enough product. And also you might, if you have a lot of oil in your brush, you might create a very thick crust on the product, and then it's impossible to take any product off. So it needs just a bit of attention, I think, and I have seen it also in many eyeshadow palettes and things like that. It just needs to maybe use a synthetic brush. Usually they work better with hardly pressed products, and after a while it's all fine. So I had this problem. I have not used this one. I had this problem with some other products in the past, not only by NARS in general. I cannot think of having something like that with a NARS palette, to be honest, but it could also be a problem of a specific batch or something, because most of the reviews were really good. So I'm very excited to try this one because I love NARS Pluses so much. So this, everything that I showed you so far are things that I was planning to get, and then I have some choices that they were bid on the spare of the moment. I mean, the next thing is also something I was planning to get. So this is by Makeup Forever, and it's one of their Starlit powders, and I really wanted to try them. I swatched some different shades, and I didn't go with the one that it's very light and it's easy to use like a highlight, but I went with number 15 in Iridescent Pearl. So this is the color. This comes with 1.4 gram of product. This is how it looks, and I think it looks fantastic, and I think it's a really nice packaging that they have it for something like that. So it's like a loose glitter powder. It's really cool. So I think they had something like that in the past, but they certainly repackaged it really nicely, and now they are very popular. So I will swatch the NARS Pluses and this together. It's nice that I said that I will not be swatching stuff. Anyway, and then the person in the Makeup Forever counter, which, to be honest, I didn't really like her a lot, but that's another discussion, showed me this because we were going through the newest products, and this is a Makeup Forever highlighter, and I have heard so many things about these highlighters, and I was just so curious to try them, and I know that I don't need any highlighters, but this is the Pro Light Fusion Undetectable Luminizer in shade 1. So the packaging is brilliant, very nice, and this is how the product looks. Oh my god, it looks so gorgeous, and I love it. I love the pattern, I love everything about this, and it's 9 grams of product, and she applied it on me and it looked really nice. And I know I don't need a highlighter, but I got it. I got yet another pink based highlighter because that's who I am, and I will swatch that also with the blushes before so that you can see it, and I will put the link, I will put the photo here. I really wanted it, so I did not resist. And another thing that it was on the spur of the moment, and I decided that I will not resist, although I have heard so many controversial reviews, is this one. So this is the Huda Beauty Eyeshadow Palette, Texture Shadow Palette, the Rose Gold edition. First of all, you can just put the word Rose Gold on it and I will won't buy them. Just to put that out there. So this, a lot of people have been comparing this with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, which I like a lot. And a lot of people say that they did not like this. There are some things that I knew that I will not like. I have not tried anything by Huda Beauty. I think she's gorgeous and that's it. I don't really follow everything she does. So it says that this has 3 ready to layer textures: deep matte, 3D metal and pressed pearls. It doesn't have any talc and it comes like this. This is like a paper cover and it comes like this. And this is plastic. I mean, this is a bit disappointed. It's like, I don't know. It's like a well-made Z palette. It even has this extra covering. I mean, it's just a well-made Z palette, let's be honest. And it comes with 18 shadows, which is impressive, but this was expensive. Let me tell you, because I kept the receipts for some of these things, because I think that they were quite expensive. So, this was 65 euros. Also, the NARS palette, just that we mentioned it, was 47.5, but if you think that it had 6 NARS blushes, even a bit smaller, it's still okay. Another expensive thing, the Starlit powder, like this little thing, is almost 20, not almost, it's 20 euros. And the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows are 14 euros each. I got also some presents, this I'm not showing you, and yeah, this was expensive. So 18 shadows of how much, it doesn't even say how large each shadow is. This is not good. I hope it says here the size of the shadow. I found it on the Sephora website. So this has 0.99 gram per shadow, so 1 gram per shadow. This is not amazing compared to other palettes, but it's not horrible for something that contains 18 colors. So the main reason that I got this palette, I will be completely honest, although people are mainly complaining for this palette about that, are the 7 how are they called, 3D metals. So there is this first row of 3D metals and this one. So there are 7 3D metals and everything else nearly looks like matte, except of this one that is called Moon Dust. The gold one, it looks really pressed up, so it is a bit messy. I don't know, I'm just very intrigued of trying new stuff. I mean, it might suck, and I don't want to get a product that it will suck for 65 bucks, but I really think that this is very intriguing because it's different, and I prefer brands to come with different stuff, and maybe sometimes they're not as good as I would expect and they are a bit disappointing, than to try always the same neutral matte palettes. I'm sorry, that's how it is for me. I mean, I really like some of the colors, the matte ones, and they are quite different than the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It has, this looks really nice, this bossy one and the Psy one. And I also like the Moon Dust one. I mean, I think they're quite interesting. And this one I will not swatch. And if you're interested for a review for this, I might do a blog post with swatches. Or if not, just let me know and I might just swatch it on Instagram. I want to play a bit more with it. People say that this is perfect for traveling. I would not travel with this. This doesn't cover all my needs for a makeup look, and I don't feel it's sturdy enough for me to travel. Although it came really nicely from Paris, I still worry a bit about this. So that's what I got from Huda Beauty, and I got some more like buys in the spare of the moment. I got this. I got a lot of lip stuff. I will continue with lip stuff, but this is the Givenchy Irresistible Lip Oil for Shine, Comfort and Care. So this is something that it's very unclear for me. It's in 01 Fuchsia ink, but it was only one color. It's very unclear for me if this is something that it's only a treatment or if you can wear it and go outside. So I love lip oils. I use the Clarins one and I adore it. and I am using now one from Milani, which is much more budget friendly, and it smells like coconut, and I just started using it, so I don't know if I can compare it with my Clarins. And this is much more expensive than both of them, but it looks so beautiful. I like, sometimes, you know, Givenchy products, they're just so appealing in the eyes. I mean, it reminds me much more the Clarins one, and I don't know how it smells actually. It smells wonderful. It smells fruity, but I cannot pinpoint it very specifically, and the applicator looks too much like the Clarins one, but it looks like it's a bit more liquidy and jelly and less thick. And the model, the picture, it had it on, and the lips look so luscious and so amazing. And you tell me, Mirona, you're wearing a matte liquid lip 9 days out of 10, and you decided to get this, so I just wanted to try it. So I got it, and I paid a lot for it, and that's it. So before I continue with some other care stuff, I got this. We sucked in these little things on the way to pay, but this is a liquid Palisade. And I wanted one because I have one of these from eBay and it didn't work perfectly for me. And this is a really small quantity, and I feel a bit stupid. The company, it's called Kiesk. And I hope it will work a bit. I mean, it's a Malaysian US product. Okay, we will see how this goes, and I will let you know. But it has very little in, and here it says that it's also made in Germany, sealed in, it's very weird. Anyway, it's just a liquid Palisade for your nail polish if you want to do any nail art, because I don't even have time to breathe right now, but I consider nail art. And then I got 2 things from Fresh and 2 stuff from the Korean skincare aisle. And I wanted to get this from Fresh. I have a mini, it's almost gone. And a friend brought it to me from the US, and it was in a kit, and I didn't know that Fresh was available in Europe. And this is the Fresh Sugar Tinted Lip Treatment. Everyone talks about sugar lip treatments. They're very known. They are kind of amazing. I really like the one that I had, but it was very dark and it let a lot of pigment on the lips, and I wanted something like a hint of color almost. So I got this one, which is the tulip one. It smells fantastic. It's a really good lip balm. I will not start using it yet because I want to finish up somehow, but that's the color, and it just gives a hint. They feel so luxurious on the lips. This is the full size. It's 4.3 grams, and very importantly, this has 15 SPF, because using SPF on your lips is very important, and it's something that, especially if you live in a warm country with a lot of sunshine, you have to keep that in mind. Or in a country like Switzerland, when people go to the mountains, when it's very sunny in the winter. And then she showed me this, which again, I'm always sucked in with things, and they excite me with things that are different. So this is the Fresh Sugar Lip Serum Advanced Therapy, that you can wear it as a serum at night, but most importantly, you can just put it and do the rest of your makeup, and then you can just put your lipstick or your lip balm. It's an age-defying treatment for your lips and lip contour area, and it has Acmella flower extract that reduces the appearance of wrinkles, Kigelia africana fruit that improves elasticity, and sugar that moisturizes and soothes. This was also a bit pricey, but it was very, I mean, it sucked me in. It looks innovative, it looks like skincare for my lips. I don't use any skincare in my lips, and why not? Why not? I'm using skincare for everything on my body, so I said, yeah, bring it on. and I hope I like it. And last, I have two Korean products. I have this. This is another sheet mask. I wanted to use it since long, and I saw it there, and it looks very interesting. This is by the brand Too Cool for School, that it's available in Sephora, and this is the Pumpkin 24 karat gold mask. And I will just remind you that when I bought these things, I had not buy the 15,000 masks that I saw you in the last video. So don't judge me, don't judge me. So, I mean, you can judge me, but I don't care. This is a pumpkin and yellow and white gold biocellulose premium sheet mask for vitality and radiance. This looks very fascinating, so I will let you know. And another thing that I really didn't need, but I got, is this. First of all, the package is holographic. I mean, yes, thank you. Things like that. I'm really sold on things like that. This is by the company Herborian, and I have seen this company mentioned by Gothamista in many videos. Mainly she mentions wash that she has used from this company, and she really liked, with 7 herbs or something. I could not find the wash. Of course it's available on the website, but I could not find the wash in any of the stores I went. But I found this. From all the products that they had, this was the most interesting one, also the only holographic one, and it's a CC cream with Centella asiatica, and it is the high definition radiance face cream skin perfector with SPF 25. That's not a lot of SPF, but it looks like that, and it has 45 ml, and it says that it helps to boost radiance, protect, hydrates, while also helping to camouflage dehydration, fine lines, refine the appearance of skin texture, blah blah. You look flawless, you just layer it, you can just put it as a moisturizer, it is not comedogenic, and it has silicones, quite up, and glycerin, a lot of silicones, so certainly this would make you look nicer. It has honey extract and the Centella asiatica extract. It has talc and mica and some stuff that I don't love so much, but they are quite down. But from what I see, this is mostly silicones and some beneficial stuff. So if you don't like silicone stuff, don't use this, but I have heard good things about this. And after I bought it, because this is one of the things that it was not a very informed purchase, but it says it's a multi-purpose formula, and it has a fine texture, and it contains encapsulated pigments to enhance your skin's beauty, blah blah blah. Okay, I mean, we will see how this goes. I don't know if I will start using it immediately, but I just thought that, I mean, it's a known Korean brand, and I want to use something from them, and we will see how this goes. So that's all the stuff that I got from Sephora, from Paris. Please let me know if you have tried any of these products. What's your opinion on the Huda Beauty palette? Do you like it or not? A Greek beauty vlogger that I'm following, she made a comparison with the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and she actually liked this better, but I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and I love it for many of the things that she didn't like it. So I don't know, I think it's a very personal thing, but let me know if you used it, and let me know about all the stuff that I show you. And remember to check the Clinique post. I think it's very informative. And that's it. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel for more videos to come, and we will talk next week. I'm not pretty sure about it because I will be away for quite long, so maybe that will be the week after with a new video. And until then, many kisses. Bye bye.